Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Being wary of self-amazement and being deluded by oneself is the ninth principle that we're going to be looking at in this Heart Clinic series. Allah has prohibited praising oneself with that which indicates self-righteousness and purity, because piety, taqwa, lies in the heart. Also, the praise of oneself is the reason why self-amazement enters the heart, and showing off which invalidates one's deeds. Be that as it may, however much a believer strives to do righteous deeds and avoid sinful acts, he will continuously fall short and wrong himself. It's natural. In the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the popular story of Luqman giving counsel to his son is opposite to this discussion, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Luqman, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَلَا تُصَعِّرْ خَدَّكَ لِلنَّاسِ وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرْحًا Inna Allah la yuhibbu kulla mukhtarin fakhur. In this particular ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is condemning the act of taking one's eyes away from people out of pride and out of feeling big and feeling self-amazed over them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرْحًا, and do not walk on the surface of the earth boastfully. Inna Allah la yuhibbu kulla mukhtarin fakhur. Allah does not love those that walk arrogantly and boastfully on the surface of the earth. Now, Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymin, while commenting on this particular verse of Al-Quran Al-Karim in Surah Al-Luqman, said that قَوْلُهُ وَلَا تُصَعِّرْ خَدَّكَ لِلنَّاسِ أي عنهم, do not take your eyes away from people, that is from them, وَتَمِيلُ عَنْهُمْ تَكَبُّرًا, and you shy away from them out of pride. وَقَوْلُهُ لِلنَّاسِ, then his statement that says لِلنَّاسِ, that is for people, do not take your eyes away from people. Amun, he said it is general. وَيُشْمَلُ الْمُؤْمِنُ وَالْكَافِرِ, it comprises of anyone that is a believer and one that is not a believer. So even if a person is not a believer like you, it is not upon you to show conceit and pride over such a person. وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرْحًا, that is, do not walk on the surface of the earth. أي على الأرض, on the surface of the earth. مَرْحًا, he said أي خَيْلًا, boastfully. Okay, وَالْمَرْحُ بِمَعْنَى الْبَطَرُ wal-ashra wal-khayla min dhalik. Okay, of course, all of these things, they mean the same thing: to walk boastfully and to walk arrogantly and to to show off while walking as well. Inna Allah la yuhibbu kulla mukhtalin fakhur, that is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not love those that show off and boast arrogantly. Okay, Inna Allah la yuhibbu kulla mukhtalin mutabakhtirin fi mashyatihi, that is, Allah does not love those that walk arrogantly and boastfully with pride on the surface of the earth. Fakhuri ala nas, and shows off against people. Mukhtalin ay fa'ilu lil khayla, it deliberately walks and deliberately shows off. Wa fakhur, and shows off, ay muftakhiru bi nafsihi, someone that shows off himself. Maybe he has gotten a new car, he has gotten a new home, he has gotten a new job, he has gotten new clothes and what have you. Then he deliberately shows off. In the usual practice of Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Uthaymin is that he brings out the fawaid, the benefits and the lessons that can be taken from each ayah in his own particular tafsir. He said the first one is dhammu hatayn khoslatayn, that is, the condemnation of these two qualities: tusa'ir khaddaka linnas takabburan wa ta'adhiman, to take one's eyes away from people out of pride and conceit, wal mashi fil ardi marha, and to walk on the surface of the earth with pride. The second one is أنه ينبغي للإنسان عند محادثة غيره أن يكون مقبلا إليه بوجهه. Then it is upon the person that once another person is talking to you, it is upon you to face such a person and listen carefully. Why? وَلَا تُصَهِرْ خَدَّكَ لِلنَّاسِ, do not take your eyes away from people. Even if you don't intend it, it might be interpreted that you actually have this self-amazement in you. Then the third one is أنه ينبغي في المشي أن يكون كما قال الله تعالى بعد ذلك. It is upon a person that he walks as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has described in the ayah that follows this particular ayah by saying وَقْصِدْ فِي مَشِيق, and walk calmly on the surface of the earth. وَغْضُضْ مِنْ صَوْتِك, and lower your tone when you're talking. The fourth one is إثبات أن الله يحب التواضع. Okay, it is very clear in this particular ayah that Allah loves those that are humble, that loves humility. As much as Allah loves, He hates pride as well. The fifth is tahrimul ikhtiyali wal fakhr, the condemnation and the prohibition of ikhtiyal, boastfulness and fakhur, and showing off. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you and I from this. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is also reported to have said in an hadith narrated by Anas bin Malik, recorded in Sunan Ibn Majah, that Inna Allah awha ilayya an tawada'u wa la tabighi ba'dukum ala ba'd, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed upon me that you should be humble to one another, wa la tabighi ba'dukum ala ba'd, and none of you should oppress one another. Now it is important for us to look at some of the statements of the pious predecessors as well as the ulama of Islam regarding the evil of self-amazement. And inshallah we're going to be starting with the book by Al-Imam Ibn Abdul Barr, known as Jami' Bayan al-Ilmi wa Fadlihi. In a particular chapter entitled Faslun, there is a subchapter, the madhi, regarding praises, wa tawadu'i, and humility, wa dhammil ujibi, and condemnation of self-amazement, wa talabi ri'asah, and to seek positions of authority and power. To start with is the narration that has come from Umar bin al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu through Sa'id ibn Musayyib. Sa'id ibn Musayyib, he said, قال عمر بن الخطاب, Umar bin al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu said, أخوف ما أخاف عليكم, what I fear most for you, of all the things I fear for you, أن تهلكوا فيه الثلاث خلال, that you should be destroyed by these three things. شح مطاع, to be driven by excessive greed for anything, for everything. وهوى متابع, and to be driven by excessive desire. وإعجاب المرء بنفسه, and that a person is amazed by himself. وعن مسروق, from مسروق قال كفى بالمرء علما أن يخشى الله, it is enough as knowledge for a person أن يخشى الله, that he fears Allah. وكفى بالمرء جهلا, it is enough that a person is ignorant. أن يعجب بعمله, that he is amazed by his deeds. قال أبو عمر, Al-Imam Ibn Abdul Barr said, إنما أعرفه بعمله, he is known, that is, such a person is known by his deeds. Why? Because he talks about it. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did that. So whenever he does something, he is known by it. Why? Because it comes from him. He talks about it. Okay, that is a sign of being self-amazed with one's deeds. وقال أبو درداء, Abu Darda, who happens to be a companion of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, علامات الجهل ثلاث, the sign of ignorance are three. Al-ujbu, the first amongst them is self-amazement. وكثرة المنطق فيما لا يعنيه, and that one speaks about what does not concern him. وأن ينهى عن شيء ويأتيه, and that a person condemns something and then approaches it. وقالوا, some sections of the scholars also said, Al-ujubu yahdimul mahasin, self-amazement destroys good deeds. وعن علي رضي الله عنه أنه قال, Ali radiallahu anhu said, Al-ijabu afatul albab, self-amazement is responsible for the loss of intellect. وقال غيره, other than him, people other than him also said something similar to what Ali radiallahu anhu said. Ijabul mar'i nafsihi, that a person is amazed by himself, dalilun ala da'fi aqlihi, is a sign of his weakness in sense, or less a lack of sense, once and for all. Waqila li Bazmajhuri, it is said to Bazmajhuri, ma ni'matu allati la yuhsadu alayha sahibuha, what is that blessing that a person is not envied for having? Qala, he said, atawadu'u, to be humble. Mal balahu alladhi la yurhamu alayhi sahibuhu, what is that thing that the person is tried with such that he does not have peace, he does not have tranquility, he does not have a blessing? Qala al-ujubu, he said, it is self-amazement. While also commenting on deadly effect of self-amazement, Al-Imam Mawardi, in his book known as Adabud Dunya wa Din, the ethics of dunya, the ethics of life, wa Din, as well as religion. Al-Imam Mawardi, by the way, is the author of the popular book Al-Ahkam al-Sultaniya, the ordinances of governance. And he also said in this particular book, Adabud Dunya wa Din, in a chapter that he has titled Fi Majanibatul Kibri wal-i'jab, the need to leave pride as well as self-amazement. He said, wal-i'jabu asbab. Self-amazement has many factors that leads to it. But he said, فَمِنْ أَقْوَى أَصْبَابِهِ, of the strongest of all the reasons why there is a self-amazement is كَثْرَةُ مَدِيحِ, is excessive praise. When people are praising you too much, hey, be very careful. Al-mutaqarribin, from those that are near. وَإِطْرَاءِ مُتَمَلِّقِينَ, as well as the sycophants. الَّذِينَ جَعَلُوا النِّفَاقَ عَادَةً وَمَكْسَبًا, those that have taken hypocrisy as their own style as well as their own way of getting things done. وَالْمُتَمَلَّقُ خَدِيعَةً وَمَلْعَبًا, sycophancy is scheming as well as making mockery of, jeering. وَإِذَا وَجَدُوهُ, when they see a person loving praises so much, مَقْبُولًا فِي عُقُولِ الضَّعِيفَةِ, from his soul or from his sense that is weak, that is, it is indicative of the fact that once you love too much praises, then that shows that your sense is weak. You are very weak in your senses. أَغْرُوا أَرْبَابِهَا بِاعْتِقَادِ كَذِبِهِمْ, okay, they scheme and they delude the person with their own lies, creating the impression for such a person that they actually mean it, while indeed they don't mean it. وَجَعَلُوا ذَلِكَ ذَرِيَةً إِلَى اسْتِهْزَاءِ بِهِمْ, and they take this as a means to make a mockery and jeer at those that love too much praises. وقال عمر بن الخطاب, Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu said, al-madhu dhabhu. Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu said that praises is slaughtering. Once you are praised too much, know that you are slaughtered. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you and I. There's so much that we can utter that this author has written in this particular chapter. To conclude this episode is one of the statements of Al-Imam Wahab ibn Munabbah in his wise words, where he said, Man madhaka fima laysa fika, dhammaka fima laysa fika. Man madhaka fima laysa fika, dhammaka fima laysa fika. Whoever praises you with qualities which you don't have, and you accept it, and you are happy about it, just wait. dhammaka fima laysa fika. It is just a little while. Such a person will condemn you. Such a person will castigate you with qualities which you don't have. You are the best in this, you are the best in that, you are the most knowledgeable. It's a lie. Please do not fall for it. dhammaka fima laysa fika. Because the day is coming, the person will say, you are the worst of the creatures he or she has ever met. هذا والله أعلم, وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.